I don't want to say I'm disappointed in General Mkhwanazi because I still have some confidence in him. I still believe there is something that can come out of him, especially for this province. But if I had this 100% confidence when he came in, for sure I'm now sitting at 75%. And what dropped it drastically was the killing of AKA. Because I was like, they killed him in a wrong province. There, Mkhwanazi is not going to play with them. We found the bullet. We found the car. We found the gun. We found the car. What must we do with that? That kind of information. Basically just calls a press conference with a big head to come and tell us he knows the car and the gun. We're not interested in that. We are interested on that boy who pulled a trigger in front of a camera, killing a high-profile person. A high-profile person get killed in front of a camera. The whole world watching. Till today, we have not arrested those people. Even if there are people in our corners and all, we must tell them, no, this one, here you are going to embarrass all of us. We have to be seen doing something, man. We must arrest you and take you to prison. When you are in prison, we are in charge. Then we can put you in some, 2-bedroom, give you TV, whatever. If they know them and they work together, they must just tell him, surrender, my guy, to save our face. These guys are not ashamed of not having arrested a killer of AKA, a killer of DJ somebody, who was shot from the front, from the side, and then on top. A person climbs on top of a car and shoot from the top with a rifle. And the state has got nothing to do with that. Till today, we don't know who killed these high profiles. So you're talking about some traditional leader in Umsinga and you think, it will be resolved. It will never be resolved if they can't resolve this. Till now, we're just going to die. Now we're even worse. Our daughters are going to disappear. I'm telling you. We cannot have a state that is unable to defend its citizens. These guys who kill people should be dropping like flies. They must be identified and there must be a conscious decision that these ones were dropping them. And a message must be sent to them that one move, you are out. We're not going to play with you. You cannot undermine the state to that extent. Where a state is helpless. We are at a point where the state is helpless. Here in KZN, they even went into a church to rob a pastor in front of cameras, preaching. It can't be this way. 2024 must stop this nonsense. Just try us for 5 years and see how much you are going to collapse your high walls. Because there will be peace. You will want fresh air to come in. You will not be scared. We'll secure the streets and we'll take each other with criminals toe for toe. A police officer, a soldier should join the force knowing I'm prepared to lay my life in defense of my country and my people. But it's not the same. Here, the leadership is involved with gangsters. It's involved with Nkabis. It's involved with all of that. The state leaders. Why? Because this thing is a problem here. We even did a commission about it. We even put some unit to go and look after these issues of political killings. Why can't we create a special court to deal specifically with political killings and killings of traditional leaders? If we can do a commission, it means this is a crisis. If we can have a special unit focusing on that, it's a declaration of a crisis. Let there be special court to deal with political killings in KZN, so that when a person kills a person, gets arrested, get tried quickly and sent to prison, to send message back home that you dare try to kill a person in KZN, you will go to jail within a short space of time. We did that in 2010. Why did we feel so special about international people, so much that we don't feel special about ourselves, to create special courts to deal with our immediate challenges? That's what the EFF will do. Here in KZN, when we take over, the special investigating unit will be set aside to investigate political killings, and the prosecution will be given priority through special courts to attend to these matters as urgent as possible, because it's no longer a joke, the killing of people here in KZN. I mean, if you saw how Magatka was killed till today, now I'm not even sure if those people that are arrested are the correct ones or what. I just gave up. I just gave up because I just, something in me just tells me these guys are not willing to solve this problem, because they know the perpetrators. That's why. And the perpetrators know more about them than they do about the perpetrators. So they live under blackmail. The way they killed Magatka, it was heartless. And Magatka was also a high-profile politician in KZN and nationally. A friend of mine, when he died, Mbalula rushed to the family and said, Malema must not come here and speak. They refused me to go and bury him. I never buried my friend Magatka. Refused by Mbalula. You, journalist of KZN, go and listen to the speeches in that Magatka's funeral. Lamola said they are going to open a trust for Magatka's children. Pule Mabe said they are going to open a trust for Magatka's children. All of those children, that those people who denied me to come and be a friend, all of them are doing nothing for those kids. Those kids are on my shoulders. I never took a platform. I never took a speech and said, I'll look after Magatka's. You know, I'm doing it genuinely out of my own volition. Because I know Magatka would have wanted me to be at his funeral. He would have been at my funeral had I passed on before him. But political opportunism took over, hijacked his funeral, never found the killers, and never followed any of the things they said. So I said to my wife, and it's in my will, this thing. The program who's going to speak is there. Those who are not wanted is there. Even some relatives are there on the list. They must not come. And I said to her, it's in the will. No one must take a platform and say, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 for Julius Malema's children. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm working now. I'm working for my children. They will survive with the little I'm leaving them. No politician must take a platform at my funeral and say, we're going to support Malema's wife. That time they want to get into a bed. We're going to support Malema's wife. Amanda. They want to attack. Useless. Hey, we're here to support, like we said in the funeral. Wrong. There's no support. Hey, we're going to support Malema's children. Leave my children alone. Why do you wait for me to die before you can support them? Why? And I said to her, if you sit there, someone says, I'm going to support Malema's children, you don't stand up. You must know you sold me out. You must just stand up, hey, lapo, ima. Hey, oh. That must never be said. Don't say that, please. Because they take a platform here, say all manner of things for hands. When they leave, they even forgot what they said. Man, that issue of Magacha's, which one? But the speech. The people who said they will look after Magacha's children are still alive. Some are ministers, some are leaders. Mbalula is the Secretary General. They went to Magacha's home with Sitlezi Galala and said, if you allow this guy to come, we are going to remove that tent. But they did a big tent there for them. And then after that, they left with their tents. They never returned back to that house. So one day I was in Mzimkulu. I went in there to go and check up on the mother of Magacha. She was crying like the funeral is today. They abandoned them. So, we will never abandon Magacha's children because he was a comrade of ours. He was not a member of the EFF, but he was a comrade of ours even when he was in the ANC. We had that brotherhood. And that's why these people about Tsanalebu, Ngizwe, they don't know what we're talking about. They don't know our relationship with this province. They don't know it. That we don't have to be Zulus to be leaders of this province. We led this province when we were young. This is our home. You know, I was sitting with some Indian businesswoman saying to me, I'm the one who took the ANC to Nongoma. He says he did that. And I looked at him and I said, I took the ANC to Nongoma when I was very young. The ANC National and the ANC Province released a statement to distance themselves from me and said, we are not part of that Malema. The Youth League said we are going because there cannot be a no-go area. When we went into Nongoma, I was joined behind the buggy by Minister Senzo Mchunu, who said, we can't leave you here alone. We're coming with you. We were joined by the army. The soldiers came. The IFP tried what they tried. We said, you can't do anything. They threw stones at us. They tried to threaten us. We said, there's nothing like that which is going to happen. That's when the ANC started to break grounds in Nongoma through the Youth League. That was led by us. So we've been canvassing uncanvassed grounds in this province for a very long time. What was that comrade who died? Wandile Mkhize. Those are the comrades we're working with here in KwaZulu-Natal, including the former chairperson here of the ANC, is Mchunu also, the one who died. John Mchunu. We worked with John Mchunu. We worked with this Senzo Mchunu. Senzo Mchunu, don't undermine him. Don't look at his tiny body and think, this guy is not. That guy is very brave. Even behind the buggy when we're entering Nongoma, the kind of things that were on his body, I don't want to talk about them. But it was a man that was prepared to do anything for the ANC to enter Nongoma. He's not a very talkative leader and all of that, but very brave, intelligent leader that this province has produced, a dignified someone. So all I'm saying is that we will never ever give up on this province. It's our province.